Hi everyone, this is going to be the tarot forecast for the sign of Virgo for May 2023. This can apply if you're a Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, as well as North Node. So do be sure to check out the other signs in case this reading does not resonate with you. Also, this is a general reading, so not all the messages may resonate. So take what resonates and leave out the rest. And I'm also doing personal readings right now. So if you'd like to book a reading with me for a natal chart reading, a synastry chart reading, or tarot, you can drop me a message on Facebook or email. Both the links are in the description box below, and I'll get back to you soon. So let's get started, Virgo. The first card we have is the Ace of Cups in reverse. The next one is the Fool in reverse. The next one is the Knight of Wands. Next one is Nine of Pentacles. And the last one is the Tower card. Okay, so Virgo, this is not a month for taking risks, or especially non-calculated risks. I mean, it's fine to take risks as long as you've weighed out the pros and cons. But in general, if this is a new opportunity or even a love interest or any situation, you can apply it to any situation. If this is a situation that requires you to jump headfirst into something without thinking things through, I would strongly advise against that. I would recommend against that because, I mean, Virgo, you are known to be quite cautious in your approach to life in general. You are known to weigh the pros and cons. You are pretty analytical as a sign. You are ruled by Mercury after all. So you are quite analytical. You can be quite critical about things and weigh out all the pros and cons of a situation before taking a decision. Uh, so I don't think you're the type of person who would take non-calculated risks. But if you are finding yourself in that position, especially because I'm seeing the Knight of Wands also coming up in this reading. And Knight of Wands is the energy of Sagittarius, which is often known to be sometimes a little bit impulsive, being restless, being enthusiastic, which are all good qualities. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being enthusiastic, there's nothing wrong with being excited about something or treating something as an adventure. So that's why I'm saying, like, if those feelings are coming up about a person or a situation, I would apply the brakes if I were you, and I would think things through because we are still in retrograde season right now, Mercury retrograde season, and you are ruled by Mercury, Virgo. So even though it's in Taurus, it is still a Mercury retrograde. So I would really reflect on, is that what you really want? And then go for something rather than being impulsive or just overly excited about something and then jumping into it. I am seeing the Tower come up in this reading. Now, the Tower often gets a bad rep because a lot of people think it's sort of like doomed energy, things breaking up and just a lot of negativity around the Tower energy in general. But I don't think this is negative. I feel like this is you doing away with things that just don't serve you anymore. And that could be anything. That could be a job, that could be a business opportunity, that could be a romantic partnership, whatever it is. I feel like a lot of you are sort of removing the weeds from your garden. If I need to give an analogy or an example of this, you're basically removing the weeds from the garden of your life. People, places, situations that take your energy but don't really give back much in return. That's what you're cutting out of your life, or that's what you're uprooting from your life. And so it's very healthy because you need to do that. Actually, everybody needs to do that from time to time. Just like how we spring clean our homes and, get rid of things that just haven't been used for a long time, or just in general, clearing up our environment. It's important to do that for life in general as well, and our relationships as well. Now, I'm not saying that you should go around cutting people off randomly, but if there are people that are taking too much of your energy, are draining, spiritually draining, and they don't really have a positive influence in your life, then I would really think twice about including them in your circle. Now, I also see the Nine of Pentacles in this reading, and Nine of Pentacles I feel personally that that's coming up after the tower. So I feel like once you cut these people off, or once you just distance yourself from them, you may not necessarily go cold turkey and just cut these people off, but you may just be more diplomatic and maintain a distance from these people if they're having a negative influence on your life. And once you do that, I feel like a lot of you are starting to shine and thrive in your newfound positive environment, because the Nine of Pentacles is this energy of abundance and self-sufficiency, and having everything that you need, not really wanting for anything. And it's more financial, from a financial abundance viewpoint. But that also is a path to freedom. Like, money is a way to freedom, and therefore happiness. So I feel like a lot of you are in that zone once you decide to distance yourself from these people, or just take your own space, take your own time to do your own things. A lot of you are starting to shine, and a lot of you are starting to focus on the things that bring you joy, on the things that bring you money, on the things that actually add value to your life, which is great, because Virgo, just like Pisces, your opposite sign, both of you are very service oriented signs. So for all the self analysis and criticism that you do, you're an extremely giving sign. So sometimes people who don't have very good intentions, they can take advantage of that, of your niceness, of your giving nature. And so I feel like a lot of you are starting to realize that in the month of May, and you are distancing yourself from these kind of people who just, take, and never really give anything back in return. And that is actually giving you a very healthy environment to start refocusing on your energy on things that actually bring you joy, things that bring you value, things that add peace and happiness and abundance and prosperity to your life. So for example, if this was a romantic relationship and you were giving a lot of your energy into this and you weren't really getting much in return, then you may be refocusing your energy now on, let's say, finding other opportunities to make money, or maybe you're decluttering the home, or just things that actually bring you a lot of peace and harmony. So I think a lot of you are doing that, and that's great. I'm seeing the Ace of Cups come up in this reading, and that's coming up as a reversal. Now, Ace of Cups has to do with this reward, this emotional reward that may have come after a period of struggle, or challenge. And this is coming up as a reversal, and it's coming up right next to the Fool card in reverse. So I feel like these are somehow connected. And it's what I'm sensing here is kind of a chicken and egg situation, wherein on one side, you, like I said, you don't want to take some kind of non-calculated risk, but at the same time, if you're too guarded about something, and if you don't explore an opportunity just because it may seem a little bit risky, then you might stand the chance to lose out on an opportunity that could be immensely rewarding for you. That's what I'm picking up here. Um, so, what I'm trying to say is, let's say this is a new opportunity, right? And you are mulling over it. You are thinking whether you want to go for it or not. That could be anything. It could be a career, it could be a job, it could be a romantic relationship, whatever it is. This new opportunity, if you are feeling that it's fraught with risks, and let's say you don't want to jump headfirst into it because you're not sure how it's going to pan out, that's fine. You can definitely explore all the sides of the equation, look at all the pros and cons, and then make your decision. But I feel like it may not be wise to just dismiss that new opportunity entirely. Like, you don't want to be too shut out or too guarded about anything new that's coming into your life, because there is some amount of adaptability that the situation is calling for. And Virgo, you don't have any issues with adaptability because you are a mutable sign. And all the mutable signs are able to easily adapt to new situations. They're not as fixed as the fixed signs. So I feel like when it comes to adapting to new situations, you're quite good at it. But that critical nature of yours can sometimes get in the way, where you analyze or overanalyze something to the point where you may think up the worst possible scenario when there is none. So I'm just saying that maybe guard against that kind of a situation where if you are facing that situation of analysis paralysis, and when you're over analyzing something to the point where you are thinking of the worst case scenario when it's probably going to turn out better than you're imagining it to be, then I would caution against that. But otherwise, it looks to be a great month. I think you're really spring cleaning in the literal and figurative sense, so it's good for you. So those are your energies, Virgo, for the month of May. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. If you would like to book a reading with me, definitely drop me a message on Facebook or email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And that's it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.